Two players, A and B, decide to play a game on a chessboard. They take turns placing white and black knights on unoccupied squares. However, a knight cannot be placed on any square that is under attack by an opponent's knight. The game continues until one player is unable to make a move, and that player loses. Which player has a winning strategy? A winning strategy means a plan or set of rules that, if followed perfectly, ensures that a player will win the game no matter what the opponent does.
Okay, let us begin with the fact that in chess, a knight moves in an L shape. For example, if player A takes c3, then player B cannot take any of the 8 crossed squares, right? But it's important to know that player A can still take them, right? Can still take these 8 squares in their future moves. Okay, so this was just a reminder of a simple chess fact. Now I'm going to answer the question that which player has a winning strategy, and I'm gonna make the claim that player B has a winning strategy. Why? So basically I need to explain what the strategy is, right? The strategy is as follows. After player A makes a move, then player B places their knight on the square symmetrically opposite to player A's move. Player A's across what? Across the horizontal line. Okay, so here, for example, I have this horizontal line here, and if player A takes, let's say, c3, then player B is gonna take c6. And if in the next move, for example, player A takes g1, then player B is going to take g8. Okay? And so on. So the claim is that this is a winning strategy for player B. So this is a winning strategy for player B. And the proof of it is just by way of a simple observation. Whenever whenever player A has a move to make, then player B will always have a corresponding move as well. So basically what exactly this is telling us? This is saying that if player A takes like any square here, let's say e3, or let's just do c3 that we have here, right? If player A is taking c3, then player B is going to take c6, and the question is why c6 is a possible move for player B. So let's just do an example here. So this example actually works for any general case. So for example, if player A takes c3, why player B is allowed to take c6, right? To show this, we need to actually show a couple of things. So let's break it down. We need to show a couple of things. First is c6 is vacant, right? Why c6 is even vacant? And the reason is, suppose proof of this, suppose c6 had already been taken by player A, okay? Then according to the strategy that we mentioned here, right? According to this strategy, player B must have already taken c3, right? And so that basically means player A could not have taken c3 in the current move. That's not possible. Now, if the other thing happens, that means c6 is already taken by player B, then c3 must have been taken by player A in a prior move, right? And that's a contradiction because player A is taking c3 at the current move. So if it cannot have taken it before, so that's a contradiction. So basically we showed that the first item here is correct. Now we are gonna move to the second important thing, is that why second c6 is not threatened. It's not threatened. It's not threatened by any of player A's knights, right? So suppose this doesn't happen. Suppose, for example, that player A has has a knight at e7, right? Then what does this mean? That basically means that in one of the prior moves, player A takes e7. If that happens, then according to the strategy, player B must have already taken e2. And if player B had already taken e2, that basically means at the current move, c3 is not available to player A, because c3 is threatened, is under attack by e2, which is occupied by a player B knight. And that basically means that basically completes the proof that c6 is a possible choice for player B. And then basically we show the claim that we made here. Whenever player A has a move to make, then player B will always has a corresponding move as well. So that basically means player B cannot lose this game if he follows this strategy.